Hi guys, and welcome back to another one of my videos. This is going to be a little bit different than my normal knit talks, but I figured it was still yarn goodness related, so I needed to share it. So this Saturday, I went to a yarn swap at Nina, which is one of the yarn stores that I love up on the north side of Chicago, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I wish I would have taken some content of what I dropped off, but it was a couple pairs of needles, some crochet hooks, and then just a little bit of destashing some things from my stash that I wasn't really like feeling anymore. Most of them were partial skeins. Some of them were like one was like a full skein of like some sort of like mohair. And I was happy because I saw a few people walking away with some of the things that I had dropped off. So that was always really exciting. But I went in with like zero expectation. I didn't know what to expect. I was just like, I'm going to drop off what I don't want, and hopefully I'll find some fun things that I do want. But if not, I'm willing to just kind of walk away and, not take anything. That's fine. We were told that anything that was left behind would be donated to the Waste Shed, which is like a like artist thrift store here in Chicago, which was, great. So I go in there, I drop off the things that I brought, and I just kind of start walking around the table. And there's beautiful, beautiful things there, amazing things. So I decided to share what I got with you guys. So you always know that it's a good situation when you have a full bag. This is actually my yarn crawl bag from 2024 with all my beautiful buttons on it. And I'm glad that I finally got to use it because I did use this when I was going there to drop off items. And I obviously brought back the things that I got in this bag. So this is probably my first time using it since yarn crawl ended. And so I was excited to like show off the bag and show off all of my beautiful buttons. But first out of the bag is some Sister Ananse yarn. If you guys have been watching long enough, you know that she is my favorite dyer, probably of all time. Like, or just yeah, I would say she has to be at least top 5 favorite yarn dyer. Of course, for sure, local yarn dyers, absolute favorite. But I love her color work. She just does some beautiful, beautiful dyes. I just love what she can do with color. It's amazing. I have so much of her yarn in my stash, and then to see her yarn on the table, I just like, it's crazy. It's like one of the last things I picked up, but I was just so surprised. I was like, I cherish all of my Sister Ananse yarns. I was like, why would you like, why would you be destashing it? Like, that's crazy. But I'm excited because I got to get some of it. But this is the colorway Spring Dream, which I'm pretty sure I've seen before. And like what she does, she'll do like small lots, small batch dyes, and she connects with like different yarn stores in the city. And so like there may be a colorway that all of her colorways are typically exclusive to that particular store. So that's another like really cool thing about what she does, because then it makes you kind of go around to the different stores if you are looking for a specific colorway, or maybe you're at that store and you see something that you like, and then you go back for that. So really, really cool. But this is the colorway Spring Dream, a full skein. And then another Sister Ananse skein. This is the colorway All in the Mind. Beautiful work here. Look, I love this. Yeah, and I think these are both fingering. Yep, they're both fingering. And they're obviously separate ones. This is the Spring Dream, and then this is the All in the Mind colorway. Beautiful work. It's amazing what she does. That's that. Now, this is some Aran weight yarn, which I normally don't go for chunky. They had the table kind of set up with like by yarn weight, and I just happened to start over in the chunky section. But while I was there, I did find some things. So normally, like I said, I don't go for Aran, but this is like a full skein of some Aran weight yarn. And normally green is not like one of my favorite colors, like actually one of my least favorite colors, but this green was just so beautiful that I was like, I gotta pick it up. So some superwash, very chunky, very sweet, like squishy. It is Merino Aran by the brand Katia. So another chunky skein. And again, don't really do chunky skeins a lot, but I love pink. So I just was so excited about it. This is 100% wool, which is another really cool thing. Super bulky weight, so I have to figure out what I can do or make with super bulky yarn, because again, I don't really work with big yarn. So I'm excited to kind of figure out something to do with this. I was thinking maybe like a cowl. That'd be kind of fun. Another wool. This is a Mo wool. What's called Mo wool. It's 50% kid kid mohair, and then 50% wool. Tidalbrook Yarns, Lincolnville, Maine. Oh, nice. I've never heard of them, but I'm glad to know that they are from Maine. I've never been to the state of Maine, so that's cool. This is beautiful, and it feels so good. Normally, I'm not a big wool person just because I typically don't like the feeling of it. I have worked with it before, but I saw it and I was like, this color is just so beautiful. So here we are. This is, so I've actually worked with this colorway before. You guys have seen it. I was making it on the channel. The Sophie scarf that I just finished, the most recent one, was the same colorway, the Bleeding Heart from Fuss Family, the Creole. Same colorway. I actually already have, so I had a little bit of what I had left over. I think what I was working with was DK. Wait, this might be worsted. Yeah, this is the worsted weight, but it's still Bleeding Heart. This is the worsted weight. I was working with DK, and then I also have a mini skein of, I think, fingering. So I have the same colorway basically in multiple weights now. So I have it in the DK, which is a leftover from the Sophie shawl, Sophie scarf, and then now I have a decent amount of this worsted weight, which is nice. And I got another one while I was like picking this up. Someone saw me. They're like, "Oh, here's like another piece of like that same yarn." So this is like a little bit of leftover sock yarn. So this is what fingering. I'm guessing it's fingers. It's sock 4-ply. So fingering. So same colorway, same yarn, Bleeding Heart, just down to fingering. So I have a decent amount of Bleeding Heart to work through now, which is very exciting. I just love that color. Like, it's so vibrant. It's such a nice, beautiful top. I love that. Again, you guys know pink is my favorite color. So here we are. This is, I'm not sure. It's a DK weight. It's Blue Feed Le Quarter is like the brand, I'm guessing. And oh wait, no. Cabin Boy Knits is the brand. And this is Fiber Blue Feed Leicester. DK, but I'm not understanding what that is. But either way, it's a DK weight, 245 yards. And I don't see. I'm gonna try to figure out the. Yeah, I don't know. It has like a maple leaf, so that's nice. But yeah, I don't see any more information on it about like the fiber itself necessarily. But this is just really pretty. Like, look at those colors. And I thought they're even more vibrant off camera, like with that purple in there. That's really pretty. And I can tell on here that like it was discounted several times. From here, I'm just like, wow, it's so beautiful. But again, I'm just so excited. Again, it's great to have full skeins, and it's great to have colors that you love and enjoy. Like they scream to you, they make you happy. Again, another full skein, beautiful. Pure wool superwash worsted. Love. This is, I've worked with roll-ons before. I actually have a little bit left of it, not of this color though. So soft. 100% wool, which is crazy. The fact that how soft that is. I'm reading up on some. Okay, yeah. I don't know what. Oh, it does. It says worsted. So worsted weight, 100% wool. So nice. Very squishy. And then this was the Holy Grail. I mean, actually not. The sister nonsense. We put it in the Holy Grail. But this has like 10% silk in it. And I have a couple of skeins in my stash that have silk. And there'll be a 90% merino wool, 10% silk, DK weight. This is beautiful. And there are 2 skeins of it and potentially one other full one that will be just caked up. Very possible that this is a full cake of it, you know. And I immediately saw this and was like, this has to be a Tulsa tee. Like, it has to be. Like, I mean, it could possibly be like a start of a sweater, maybe. I don't know. But like, I'm loving the Tulsa tee for whatever reason. Like with these, like, I've been thinking about a lot of different Tulsa tees recently. So it may just become a Tulsa tee, or maybe I'll find something else that I like just as much. But For now, I'm thinking toasted tea. I'm trying to figure out how much of the. Okay, so 260 yards. That's good. That's good. That's good. But that was everything in the bag. We had that dumped completely out. That's amazing. So that was my yarn swap, my first ever yarn swap, and I'm very excited about it. It makes me excited to do others. I think it's nice to be able to destash, especially when I can bring yarn and needles and notions and things of that nature. I'm looking forward to going to more and having more, and that was just a very cool haul. I didn't expect, again, my expectations were like I didn't have any. I was just like gonna go show up and drop off what I didn't need and see if somebody else would be interested in it and maybe socialize a little bit. But I was thoroughly amazed at the quality of things that I got. And there were still some really amazing things there that I just was like, don't want to be too greedy, although they kept saying like take whatever, like it's all gonna be donated, like take whatever you want. Like once my bag got full, I was like, no, it's I'll leave some for someone else. There was some like really nice linen there, which I normally don't work with linen, but it would be a great time to try if it was like, with a swap. Um, so yeah, all in all, I thought it was a great event. I really enjoyed it. I got a lot of great things, and I'm excited to use them, especially the Sister Nante, because I will say that I love her yarn. I love her color work. Obviously, every single thing I see in all the stores, I'm not gonna love all of the color, ways and things. So these two are probably color ways that I might not have initially chosen. Although this one I probably would have picked up. But this, I'm not a huge green fan, so I don't think that I would have initially picked this up. But I'm excited because I have it now, and now I can kind of see what I could make that I might enjoy. And I just love her yarn so much. I could not see it be donated. I'm like, I gotta take it. It has to be for me. So I'm excited to use all the yarn that I got. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this. And let me know if you've ever been to a yarn swap, if you'd be interested in going to one. And let me know if you have what you got and if you enjoyed it. Bye.